Hello! So this is the third review of the three specs I'm going to be doing, which is monster specs, which were my least favourite of the three specs that came out of the wild one. Like drift specs, monster specs are hard to review again because they don't focus on power and speed. They're all about style and pure weight and power, so again they're hard to review. With monster trucks they have high amounts of torque, which is basically pushing force. So the more torque in the monster truck, the better it is at pushing cars, bullying traffic, that kind of thing. So if you wanted to be that kind of guy, like, you know, pushing other players, not that I am, but pushing traffic, just destroying streets, the bigger monster trucks like the Hummer, the Silverado, the Ford Raptor are better because they have high amounts of torque. But for the events, like summits and qualifiers, high amounts of torque is not useful since you're not pushing anything. So smaller cars like the Fiat 500 is much better because it's smaller, it's lighter, so when it jumps it can jump higher, smaller so it can do more flips, and the Silverado is very long, so it can only do one flip or maybe two flips, but the Fiat can do three, maybe if you're really lucky, four flips. So you'll be able to get higher points in the summits and qualifiers and hopefully get higher places. But the Fiat does have another problem with it being too light. So if you do, I think on the arena in the mountain states, there is a big ramp on the end. You can sort of do double, triple backflips off it. When it lands, it'll land and sometimes land on its back or on an awkward position because it's too light. So this is where the base cars come in. The 370Z, Ford Mustang, Dodge Challenger, Chevrolet Camaro and Skyline, which is pretty much a base car, comes in all specs. They're not too light that they flip over, but not too heavy and big that they're not very good on some of the qualifiers. Again, like drift cars, none of the monster trucks really have very varied handling. They're all pretty much the same, apart from, you know, the fact some of them higher torque, bigger pushing force, the Fiat, the lighter, more bouncy, but there's not really much difference. So the Fiat might be slightly more nimble in the air, but there's not really much difference overall noticeable. Top speed wise, monster trucks aren't really that quick. If you use nitrous 0 to, I'd say, 100 miles an hour, they're as quick as any street car or a lower end perf car, so you can keep up with them. But once you get, I think it's 160, 170 miles an hour, they all top out at maybe even 150, but they all top out roughly the same speed and they won't get any higher than that. Even though they do have something like, I think the Hummer has 3,000 horsepower, but because it's so heavy, that horsepower is literally just to get it up to speed, not to get it, you know, drag car, because it is drag car territory power, but because of the weight it doesn't make it very fast or competitive in races. So which do I think is best? Again, like drift cars, there's no best or worst, but if you're going to be bullying traffic, bullying other players, doing one-on-one battles with monster trucks, high torque vehicles like the Ford Raptor, the Chevrolet Silverado and the Hummer H1 will be the best. But with some qualifiers, the base for four base cars, the 370Z, Mustang, Challenger, Camaro and the Skyline will be the best for the summits. The Fiat again will be good as long as you can handle it. So if you do find this video useful, helpful, interesting in any way, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.